Sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. Now, with that being said, all the way from Livermore, California, ladies and gentlemen, it's the FB and Goob Show!
What up, fuckos, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of the FB and Goob Show. I'm FB.
I'm the Goob.
And as the bird said, sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California.
Yeah, we're hoping soon Angry Orchard also.
Man, anybody.
Nice beanie. Thanks, guys. I
Russell's, Angry Orchard, the New York Knicks, whatever.
appreciate that. I don't know if the Knicks can sponsor us, but I like the idea.
Me too, actually. That'd be sick. They ain't got money. How's the Goob?
I'm good, man. I'm kind of freaked out that I wore pants for the first time in like 800 days and not one of you said anything about it.
I saw them on twice. He's wearing pants.
It's cold in California, man. This is crazy.
Freezing right now.
knock it off.
California, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a very nice place to live. It's rainy, it's cold, it's snowing in places it's never snowed before, or maybe has snowed, but it hasn't snowed there in a long time. There's snowpack in like places that just get like snow.
Oh, we had a Mount Diablo was snow covered, and we had a rainbow at the same time. So snow, rainbow, that's hard to come by, especially here in Cali.
That's almost in 5 years the creation of a new Lucky Charms box. The winter Lucky Charms rainbows.
Could be, yeah.
Because that's how much global warming is affecting us every day.
Yeah, that's how I'm doing. I'm doing good.
And to be honest with you, if this is what global warming is doing to California, you people need to get your shit together because it's fucking been cold for 5 straight months. Right. Or it's been shitty for 5 straight months, and it's time to end that. That's not cool. Other than that, you okay?
Yeah, things are good. The sports, everything's turning around for me. Last week, I thought I was going to have to turn in a couple jerseys for the year. Turns out I could still wear my Carolina jersey.
Still got it on?
A few other ones. We'll talk about them in a little bit.
We're going to talk about the Knicks jersey I'm wearing because it's looking good.
Nope.
The Kentucky jersey on the wall. Looking pretty well. New studio.
Oh, yeah.
This is
episode 1, season 2.
Yeah, right? That's crazy. I convinced him to do 52, and then I got him to start another one.
This guy.
That's funny. And change everything, which is great, right? So, yeah, it's kind of funny.
We're going to work some stuff out in the technology. We got stat guy / tech guy working on everything.
Yeah, we're figuring it out. It's all new. This is new to us. We've never had anything that could change behind us. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
fun times. Like season 1, I thought we made it. And season 2 started with a whole new set and technology. So how the fuck know? Who knows how this season's going to end and how the next season will begin. So we got anything fucked up?
We're going to have fun. And, yeah, fucked up things.
We're definitely going to have fun.
Definitely going to be a part
that hasn't stopped. 52 straight times in a row.
That's right. Fucked up things. We'll keep going.
I hope. Oh.
Today, we got an oldie but a goodie.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the old classic 85-year-old lady in Florida.
Oh, I love 85-year-old.
Attacked by gator.
Yeah, I told you. I'm on board.
That's right. I mean, we should line all old folks' homes with gators, probably.
Yeah, that would just simplify it. That'd make their kids' lives
way
easier.
Cheaper, all those machines and everything.
Yeah, fuck, man.
All right, so this lady, actually, she could have just like let her little doggy perish because the doggy was taken.
Oh, you're kidding me!
And then the lady was like, "Hey, give me my poochie back."
No way.
And Gator went, "Well, I could skip the appetizer."
Oh man, I hope he did.
I'm just gonna wait for the entree, and so he just took her instead. Doggy ran away. Probably happy as fuck.
How did the dog not die right away?
Maybe it was a trick by the gator. Maybe they're sneakier.
Was
than
it just a lease grab? And she said, no way, motherfucker."
Possibly he got the leash, and yeah, that's possible.
Oh man, and she risked her life. I tell you what, when I was a young kid, I only had my license for a little while, and I was driving, and I was just country road, 2 lanes, and there was a goose in the road, and he was in front of me, and I went okay, and I changed lanes just to save his life and to just keep driving, and he ran to that lane. and then I woke up in a ditch. So I have killed everything since.
Accidentally or not.
So for my own life, that dog the alligator would have got the dog out of luck on the leash. I went, well, SP, The SPC's right down the street. I'll just get a new dog. Holy shit.
Right.
So there is a huge public service announcement. If your dog gets snatched by an alligator, do not, I repeat, do not go try and save your dog. It's cheaper and easier on everybody else to just go by.
Cheaper than death? That's right. She probably owes a lot for her own funeral at this
Oh,
point.
man. Jeez. Thousands of dollars to die. So, and your family has to deal with that shit. So, honestly, don't save your fucking dog. There are plenty. And you know what? You'll fall. It only takes like a month. You love that dog. You miss your other dog. But you love that dog too. Because you're a dog lover. That's why you get dogs. Me, I had kids. I'm a kid lover.
Don't care about the dogs anymore.
Don't care about the dogs anymore. In fact, you know what? Stop buying dogs.
That's
Hey, listen. That's nothing. That's it.
That's fair.
Anything else fucked up?
Kinda, yeah. No, I always thought dolphins were awesome.
They're greatest animals ever.
Yeah, like super smart and all this stuff. And apparently there's well, first of all, let's start with there was a British woman in Bolivia,
Okay.
which that always makes me nervous. So she was playing around in some river, and a dolphin went ahead and
A river dolphin?
apparently they have river dolphins.
Okay.
Yes.
They have alligator fish.
It's like this
So-
it's like that one, but with less guns, more
right.
teeth. More teeth.
It's like that one with less guns and more teeth.
Yeah, more teeth.
Does he have that patch?
It's very possible.
Does he have that eye patch? Because if he has that fucking eye patch,
Definitely.
I'm not going in the rivers and wherever the hell this. Where'd you say she was in?
Bolivia.
Do not, public service announcement number 2. Do not swim in the rivers of Bolivia because the dolphins will get your ass.
Yeah, we saw a picture of the foot, and there was part of the foot left, but not much. This little dolphin.
It's funny, you didn't tell me at all about the lady trying to save her dog with the alligator, but yet you showed me that bitch's foot.
Yeah.
And that looked bad. I was like, oh, can you not show me that picture anymore? I mean, I thought Ricky saw a bad picture, but
It was gruesome.
it
Well, I
wasn't
mean,
as
both of
gruesome
them.
as
They were
that
both- they
picture
were
I
gruesome.
saw. Holy Jesus, that's horrible.
No, I mean, okay, he doesn't have it. That's good. All right, we're gonna move on from crazy
The pictures?
yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
that picture was bad.
Yeah,
that was a
no,
bad picture.
That's cool. Well, it's only scarred our stat guy for life. So
That lady's scarred for life too. I mean, when you think about it, that lady's scarred for life, and so is that guy.
There you go.
That's fun. All right. Well, sports of the week.
Sports of the week.
NBA.
Yeah, let's start with the
Not
NBA.
football,
Not this time.
because we've had and if you guys don't know this, in season 1, episode 1, we started with basketball. There was no football. We started this show with no football, and we are back to give you what we started with, the NBA.
Nice. what were we talking about last year?
The New York Knicks, but not in the same position as we did the year before.
That's right.
Because last year we were talking about maybe getting in the lottery, and this year we're talking about 2.5 games behind 4th.
Right, Jalen Brunson, man. Does he
Jalen
make
Brunson.
that much of a difference?
I think the maturity of Barrett. I think Julius Randle being on board maybe and being an excited Nick. And I believe Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
I believe all the other pieces have fit in well. We've gone 6 in a row. Robinson came back 2 games ago or 3 games ago. So that's that dunk guy gone,
Yeah,
which I asked for.
Your huge win, Quickly and Hart. I mean, Grimes was good for starter, and then
Right.
Quickly and Hart came off the bench and just provided a spark, and that was the Celtics couldn't deal with it.
Well, we've already talked about the Knicks having a good bench. I thought the Knicks bench is solid, and you need a solid bench to win because those players have to come on the court and play basketball. So, and we with Quigley and Hart and Top, we've already said.
Hartenstein and Toppin.
Yeah,
If one of those two big guys could hit threes more often, then
Oh, well.
I'd say you could advance further than we think we are. You are.
Right. We don't have that big 3. We don't have a big guy that steps
Well,
out.
Barrett hasn't convinced me yet. I mean, he had more turnovers than like assists or points the other day. So
No,
that was all
I
bad.
thought this was going to be a bigger year for him, and it's been the Brunson and Julius Randle show.
Yeah,
It truly has. So, but maybe Julius Randle just needed an actual someone to play with. You know what I mean? That could be on his caliber and his level. And
Yeah, Julius is killing it.
and Barrett still has time. Barrett's still young, and he's in a good position. And there's still tons of nights where he's putting up 25 points and 7 assists or 6 rebounds. So there's still good nights for him. So there's still time for him. Once again, Mitchell Robinson being back, huge. Beat the Celtics. And what I thought a very well played defensive game. And I mean, because I think 106 points, I think was the total of the game. You know what I mean, for the winner. And the Celtics had 90 something. So that's a good basketball game all around from both teams. Because the Celtics already play good defense, and the Celtics can score.
Yeah, maybe that's Barrett's new job. You don't have to score.
Well,
Guard.
Bringing in that kid.
Josh Hart.
Yeah. Not Hartstein, but Josh Hart.
Right.
Hartstein is also fills in for Mitchell Robinson and can start in most games in my mind. And you can bring Mitchell off the bench. You don't have to start Mitchell Robinson in all the games. If he's coming off an injury and he's doing this, I'm fine with Hartstein. I like him. I told you I liked him before, and I still like him today. Right. So I'm fine with him starting. So if you're starting him at center, no big deal. You still got the other big three. Yeah. And then you've got Josh Hart, who can take – Barrett has to play now. I mean, because Barrett could lose his job. I mean, because –
Very easily.
Very easily. So because Hart is ready to play basketball.
Right.
Win championships.
You want him off the bench. That's where he's best, I think.
Who? Hart?
Yeah.
Right. And he's more of a defensive player too, right?
Yeah,
he's not
if he plays well, then you just leave him out there. And you
right.
Bring your starters back in.
Right. And if Barrett's playing the way he's supposed to play, then you just let him do his $120 million contract job.
I mean, no matter how no matter how good you guys are doing. I mean, the Bucks have won 15
in a row. 15 in a row. And not even just with Giannis the whole time.
All right.
I think he missed a few in that little stretch of 15. So
no, once he come back from injury, that's when they started the streak.
Oh, is that when the streak started? Once he came back?
He came back and put up like 86 fantasy points a day for a while, DraftKings style. So we got the Bucks and the Celtics.
The Celtics are only half a game back.
Half game back. The Jalen Brunson mass thing has kind of worked against them. But Sixers are right there still.
But the Celtics, I mean, the Bucks were in third when they started the run, and now they're in first. And the Celtics haven't lost a lot of games in there. So the Bucks have been on a much
super impressive. I give Brook Lopez all the credit.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? You can't give it all to Giannis. You can't give it all to not Middleton, but
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday, who's playing very well.
A lot of credit.
You could give him a ton of credit, actually. But Brook Lopez is definitely he's a leader, man. He's a cool guy. I like Brook, man.
There's not a lot of 7'2" guys that can hit threes and
block shots. What we don't have, he can do. I'd take him right now. I think his name has floated through the Knicks organization several times.
Man, he would be great.
And it's he's just never landed there. You know what I mean? Because the trade wasn't so.
Right.
Boston, like I said, is still there. Philly.
I wanted to ask you more about the bottom, because we talked about the hot teams, Milwaukee and the Knicks.
The Knicks are hot. Milwaukee's super hot. Knicks have only got 6 in a row. Milwaukee's had 15 in a row. So
right, and
just as a Knicks fan, though, 6 in a row this time of the year is a big thing. When we're talking about moving from 6 to maybe, oh my God, we could be in 4th place here soon.
Oh yeah, it's playoff time.
Oh, it's definitely
time to go on win
It's
streaks.
putting ourselves in a place where we need to be to not have to play the fucking Bucks in the first round of the playoffs, right? You know what? I don't want to play the Bucks in the first. I want to play whoever's 5 or 6.
Well, see, that's my question. I want to go to the bottom of the East, real quick.
Bottom of the East. So
because we haven't talked about the bottom of the
Hornets.
East. No, not the very bottom. Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to go to the bottom.
Charlotte's actually the 3rd hottest team in the East right now. They've won 5 in a row.
How stupid is that?
Have
they not watched any of the highlights on Wembanyama? Yeah. Any of the highlights? Have they not even sent a scout to see the best basketball player ever in history?
Right. So that's our Wembanyama update. Charlotte is out of it. The Spurs have lost 16 in a row.
Well, the Spurs are in it for sure. We already told you.
Spurs are just taking over.
I believe we have already pronounced the Spurs as the winner of the Wembanyama sweepstakes. But
that's really going to.
We're not going to do it yet because we have a bet for the. Pistons.
So Pistons have lost 5 in a row. We're not giving up on Wembanyama.
Not giving up.
Yep. So we're still in it.
Spurs still in it. Pistons still in it.
Yeah, and
Shoot,
Houston
tough.
can't beat anybody.
Yeah, Houston.
I think they're trying, and they just can't.
Well,
It's all right.
they're not even trying to defend Damian Lillard. I know that.
Oh, man. Oh, we're not there yet.
I know.
We will go to the West, though. And
We will
Portland's
get we'll
hanging in
get to
there.
the West. Portland's hanging in there. Hey man, listen, nobody wants him to go to the playoffs more than me.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it again, though. Well, I mean, who knows right now?
Which is ridiculous. How can you be the scoring leader every year and never make it to the fucking playoffs? What is it? Something in the water in Portland?
Bad fish.
That the rest I don't get it, man. I don't know really. The guy never gets it. They need to build around him one time, spend all the money you have and just
Who was it? Was it the computer guy? Spent all his money on computers instead of the Trailblazers.
He should next season. He should go all in one time. Get Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan, whoever you can fucking fish up, and put a team together to make Damian Lillard the best player. And I don't know. Let's finish with the East first. I'm sorry, I got all excited because I got a lot to talk about in the West.
Well, yeah. Sorry. What's up in the East still?
Nothing. Philly's good.
Yeah.
Knicks are gonna pass Cleveland.
Yeah, no. Philly,
And then we're gonna rub it in Mitchell. The asshole didn't show up to the Knicks. Prick.
Oh yeah, Donovan.
Spider.
No, you said the 76ers, and I thought that was interesting because they had a 4-game stretch where they beat Cleveland, they beat Memphis, and then they lost to the Celtics and to the Heat. So it's just very parity oriented. I feel like there's going to be a lot of 7-game series this year.
I hope. That's what sells, man. I love 7-game series.
No, I don't see anyone dominating anyone. I mean, especially in the West, where, are we going to the West yet?
Yeah, let's go to the West. Hey, John Wall's a Clipper.
I mean, the Warriors are number 6 right now, just because they won 3 games in a row. You know what I mean? Well, I had to get them in there.
No, do it. No, they have. They went from a 12th to 7th or 5th.
Immediately.
Shit like that. Immediately. With the 3 games. Win 3 games. Where you at now? We're second. Oh, fuck. It's really close in that division. I think the Nuggets are the best by far right now.
For sure.
Hey, listen. The West is waiting for one thing to happen. Kevin Durant to show up and see where the Phoenix Suns.
Supposedly tomorrow.
So Wednesday. Yes. So that's what the West is waiting on. And even Denver. Denver wants to see what happens with the Phoenix Suns. I don't care how Djokovic, he's really the best player ever in basketball. I mean, but for everything he can do, but everybody wants to know what Kevin Durant is. Kevin Garnett. Everybody wants to know what Kevin Durant.
We spent so much time on the new set for season 2. We forgot our words.
Yeah, right. We actually did spend a lot of time painting and building and screwing in. But no, I think everybody's waiting to see what Kevin Durant's going to do with this Phoenix Suns.
And I'm just rooting for Darius Sungailan, your little Kings bobblehead.
Me too. That's my dark horse.
Kings are still in third. After all this, they're still in third.
They're my dark horse in the West.
I love it.
I really do. But the Warriors, 3 games in.
Thompson's been carrying us.
And Steph's going to come back.
Yeah.
And
Kuminga's playing well. His not as many turnovers as good plays.
Well,
he's playing smarter ball. Yeah.
It's a sophomore slump, right? Or is he a sophomore?
Well, it's like whenever he plays. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. And it seems, is he a sophomore? I feel like he's been in the league for 3 years already. Maybe 2.
Well, listen, Curry comes back. You guys I heard somebody say you guys would be in one of the playing games, and you guys are already in 5th place or 6th place. So
yeah.
I don't think you're a playing team. I think you're 4th place. I think that's where we, top 4. I figured we think the Warriors would be at, right? I think the Lakers are. I don't know.
In trouble.
I think they are. It's kind of this weird. That's one of those Philly things. It's like, are they gonna? Oh, they're back up. Oh no, they lost 3 in a row again. Oh, here they go again. Oh, and now the King is.
I mean, yeah, the King's out for 2 more weeks. No more LeBron
down.
James. Anthony Davis was just getting dunked on by random bench players and stuff like that. Oh, and Ja Morant. Ja Morant did some too. Oh, yeah, and Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson crushed him, man. That was a huge in-your-face dunk. So, I mean, Memphis Memphis is looking better actually as a team all around as
Jaren
playmaker. Jaren Jackson
becoming
is
like
a star.
like superstar.
And
yeah.
and the only thing John Morant needed was another star to be there, and in a different, I mean, like good, like, hey, you're a great place where you're at, boy. You're like perfect. You're John Morant right there, and you're gonna become a superstar.
Should have traded for Bogdanovich from the Pistons.
Man,
That's all they're
Bogdanovich. How many
missing,
times
really.
are we gonna beg somebody to take Bogdanovich? That
Seriously.
3-point shooter,
Perfect on
that
that
little.
team.
No, man.
Except he can't play defense. Or doesn't want to.
How many teams in the West play a lot of defense?
Oh, well, we'll see. In the playoffs, I believe
The Warriors play well. Good defense.
Memphis plays defense. And
Well, then Bogdanovich wouldn't have worked there. Warriors play decent defense in the playoffs, right? They've always been.
I mean, historically speaking, this year where I think we're like third to last or something.
Right. Defense for you this year is not very good.
Yeah, it's not working
No.
for whatever reason.
But in the past, you've played very good defense.
Oh, yeah. Consistently top five
Yeah,
defense in
so-
all our championship years, for sure.
But in a whole, the West, a lot of points scored in West games. With Memphis, there's a lot of points scored in the game. So
Oh, yeah. Did you see the 177 to 176 game?
that's what I mean. I mean, it's like,
Yeah. There's like 4 guys with 40 points
what
plus.
is this, an
all
all-star
stuff.
game all the time?
All
I don't
right,
know.
so I was going to put some of those guys in my top 3 things of the week, my performances.
All I know is just don't forget Sacramento Dark Horse. I'm calling that as my Dark Horse right now. Go ahead. I like the team.
Yes, Kings.
Give
for
me the
sure.
top 3. Give me top 3.
Well, I wanted to run through a couple things real quick. The block party in Philadelphia. Jaren Jackson Jr. Embiid came in to do the huge dunk, and Jaren Jackson Jr. said, "You remember last week when you talked about me and said I'm probably now the defensive player of the year because 6 blocks, 5 steals?" And then he just did that to Embiid, and it was over. The voting is over. Jaren Jackson Jr. will be the defensive player of the year.
Nice. It's been decided.
But yeah, and
We're
then
just waiting for the award to be handed out.
Embiid ended up with 6 blocks. He took Morant down a couple times that game. It was a block party. It was exciting. It wasn't a personal performance of the week, but it was fun to watch.
But the challenges were accepted on both sides, and the blocking began.
Yeah, it was sick. That was some playoff intensity stuff.
And that's what we like.
All right, so
Well, that's why we wait for basketball for the playoffs. Just like hockey, we just wait for the playoffs.
oh man,
Because that's when the
Starting to get
intensity,
good.
like football, is constant intensity, and honestly, baseball and hockey don't start their intensity until playoffs.
They don't need to
Football
anymore.
starts day one. It's go because there's only 16 more games to go. So, yeah. So,
All right, so number 3 is not Ja Morant's 39-point triple-double tonight because I didn't get it in time. I couldn't cross it out. Number 3 will be Julius Randle. Right after he put up his all-star 3-point performance,
after his All-Star 3-point performance,
he went ahead and put up 7 threes, 42 points. Said, yes, I can shoot threes, just not in front of Utah people. It was the altitude, I think he said. Yeah,
I don't think he said that.
he might have.
He might have. It's probably the altitude.
So that was my number 3 performance of the week.
Number 3,
Julius
we'll take it.
Randle. I mean, part of that 6-game win streak. Him and Brunson have been fantastic.
The Knicks will take it.
And number 3 would be Klay Thompson when he put up 12 3-pointers. Did not even shoot a 2-pointer in the game. He had 6 free throws and 12 threes, 42 points. Warriors win. Start the win streak at home.
Nice. That's awesome. So 2 teams on win streaks with 2 superstar players.
Yeah, it's a very 3-point centric kind of top 3 performances this week, which leads to number 1, which obviously, if you have not heard, Damian Lillard scored 71
A lot.
points on I don't know, like 14 shots or something. He scored. He hit 13 threes.
It was insane. He almost had 14, man. Just off the backboard, off the rim. I was like,
To tie Clay. No
Ty
dice.
Clay, no dice, buddy. You know that pisses him off, too, being a Warrior. Like, I could have passed Klay Thompson. I really wanted to do that.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what? We've still got a few years left of Damian Lillard. So
I mean, let's just enjoy it every day.
every time you watch him play, it's just fabulous. Man, yeah. That's why I'm saying build a team that matters. You got to bring them all up there, man. If he would just leave, that's his fault. He won't leave.
No, he won't.
He won't. He won't leave Portland. That's his own fault. It's your own fault, bro. You know what? If you wanted to win a championship, the Heat would have taken you years ago. LeBron would have taken you on the Lakers right now. Anywhere LeBron goes, he would have taken you. I mean, so he could have won a championship. You could have had 5 by now.
Hey, somebody said about living happy.
Something to be said about living happy is, you know what? Simple. If you're happy, fuck it.
Right. He's like a short trip back to Oakland.
Good to go. No big deal. Done pros, college?
Yeah, college hoops.
Man, baby, I love college.
All the blue bloods are on fire now.
Yeah, right. Here we come.
Here we come, boys.
Here we come. I mean, Kansas was already there.
Right.
So,
Kansas hasn't lost. They're still top 3.
So we had to get the other 3 in gear.
Right.
And here they come.
Kentucky's back in the top 25.
Back in the top 25. They won, what, 4 in a row?
Duke is right there.
Duke.
You've won, yeah, at least 4 in a row.
At least 4 in a row.
I think you kind of had like a week off. You didn't really play much last week.
No, but we won. We won the 4 in a row. So beat Florida and a few other teams. Huge. I said if they could win 3 out of the 4 back then, and we'd still had some games to go to in 4 in a row. So here we are. We still got a few games to play.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're going into tournaments. And listen, we're already in the top 25. So.
Yeah, next, like a week from today, basically, next Tuesday is when most of the tourneys start.
Ooh, excited
all
about
the
that.
SEC, ACC, Big Ten stuff.
Some teams can still play. Tournaments are about the long shots getting in, man, and that's why it's awesome.
Yep, I think Penn State, Towson, and North Carolina all kind of fit in that category. If we
The long shot they need to win the tournament.
We actually all need some wins. Yeah.
If you could get to the conference championship,
We can
the
get to
final,
I think we'll all be good.
you'll be good. You don't have to win it, so because you're on a little win streak right now.
Yeah.
Because we're moving.
Oh man.
So.
Yeah, Carolina, leaky black baby.
Leaky
He's
black.
our secret weapon.
You got to have a secret weapon.
Yeah, everyone knows about Caleb Love and R.J. Davis. You know what I mean?
Sure.
They were the backcourt last year.
They were the returning stars.
Right. And whenever they hit more than like 2 out of 10 3-pointers, Carolina's good. But
2
Leaky
out of
Black's starting to hit corner threes and dunk on people. We got
As long as you
secret
guys make
weapon.
2 out of 10 3-pointers, you're good.
More than that. We can't make 2 out of 10.
More than
If we make 2 out of 10, then we are a shitty team.
Yeah. Yeah, you
So
can't
very
shoot.
shitty.
That's what Kentucky did for years. All those years were like superstar. You guys are gonna be so good, and then we get to the finals, or we get to this madness, and we'd miss every 3-pointer, and just like, oh shit, we suck. So yeah, it's tough. We look good right now. Same teams are still in their position. Same team's still in number 1,
Houston,
number 2.
Alabama,
Houston, Alabama.
Purdue's still up there.
Alabama, though, I'm a little confused about Alabama.
I mean, we do have to talk about it, I guess, because, I mean, it was basically like Alabama's version of Boys in the Hood.
It was almost like Alabama's version of Boys in the Hood.
It really,
I mean,
except in the Alabama version, they just let the guy that drove the car just keep playing basketball, and he just pretended that nothing happened.
that is the part that literally blows my
Right.
mind.
kinda
Is the
doesn't make any
fact
sense.
that he's still playing basketball. It blows my mind. A lot.
He put up 41 points that game, like right after he drove that dude to murder that other guy. Or
It's
lady.
his brother is not.
Brandon and no, Brandon Miller and Darius Miles are not related, and the other guy's name
And
is
anyways, anybody
Jones.
related in this, how does that come into this?
No, I'm not sure. Some poor lady got shot.
It's the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life.
Right. So he scores he scores 41 in the game winner right after that. It's crazy.
You know, I'm not trying to say anything. I don't want to say anything about it because it's just totally wrong. I do know that Bill mentioned to me earlier today that he'd like to speak up for the lady. And I said,
absolutely.
Bill, if that's what you want to do. He said, no, somebody's got to say something. Would you mind if I did? I said, Bill, if you want to do it, you go ahead. Because I don't like controversy. You don't like controversy. But Bill said.
Well, this is an easy one, I think, right? Oh. I feel like it's easy.
You funny fucker.
This is a fucked up world. That guy should have went to jail. He shouldn't be playing basketball anymore. He should not have played for a year. At least. I mean, come on, you guys. Are you fucking kidding me? He can't play. I mean, that's insane. That lady lost her life. Lost her life.
Yeah, but Bama's going for like the number 1 seed. Doesn't it matter?
She lost her life, boys. And now he's shooting for 41 points and game fucking winners. Getting his dick sucked. Good for you. This is a fucked up world we live in. Go Alabama. Roll Tide. Douchebags.
Well, I agree with Bill. I'm sorry.
It's a tough call. I mean, obviously.
I mean, I get it. First round, you're number 1.
It's Alabama.
It's Alabama. That's why it happened. Is because it's Alabama. Did it happen in Alabama?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. That was the only place that could happen. If that happened in California, he wouldn't have played basketball.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
If that happened in New York, he wouldn't have played basketball.
All right. So, I mean, I started out, that was my performance of the week. But then
Was that guy?
Well, then I realized who he was and what had happened right beforehand. So I figured we'd go to the Bird for that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But I do have a couple cool things that happened in college.
Not that, though.
No. These are way more fun.
Well, the Kentucky thing was good, and the North Carolina. Do you got better than that?
I do.
Go.
Well, my performance of the week was Arizona State.
Okay.
Playing rival Arizona, who's, top 10.
Yeah.
And it was 86-85, end of the game, 3-quarter shot.
To win?
To win the game.
Who won?
Arizona State.
Nah.
Yeah, with a huge upset.
Huge upset. Beat number 10 Storming.
That's
right.
Where
were they?
They were in Arizona.
No court storming.
No court storming, which obviously is a bummer. But then the Iowa comeback, I don't know if any of you guys saw this one, but they actually hit 4 3-pointers in the last 34 seconds.
Oh, I heard about it. I didn't see it, but I heard about the holy shit.
It was ridiculous. Like, honestly, it got down to, like, they were down 11, and so they were going to go to shoot threes and foul routine. So Iowa ran down, shoot a 3. Then they would foul the other team, and the other team actually made a lot of its free throws. They just did this so many times.
That they actually pulled it off.
They actually pulled off the comeback.
How many 3-pointers did they have to make to pull off that comeback? Because, I mean, even if you made one out of, if you were down 11, you got fouled every time, and say you made 8 out of 10 free throws, that's 19. You'd have to do 7 times? You'd have to do 7 times?
They hit 6 threes, and, a free throw, and I think a 1 2-point bucket.
Did they get a 4-point play?
There was a 4-pointer in there.
Turn in momentum there. That is
man.
a total turn in momentum.
Yeah,
I wonder when that one got hit.
that was insane, I thought.
Man, that's totally insane. That's what makes college basketball.
Oh, there are other insane things. I mean, we know Caitlin Clark from Iowa. I'm not sure if anyone knows Iowa. Basically, the best college.
She's the best college basketball player of all
player
time.
Since, like, all the Connecticut girls.
Yeah.
She's right in that whole boat.
Brianna Stewart kind of like
Sue Bird, Brianna Stewart, all these people.
Yeah, no, but she might be better.
She's got Steph Curry range. You know what I mean?
She's not playing on Connecticut.
No, she's Iowa.
She's not playing on a
She's on
blue
Iowa.
chip team.
She's on Iowa.
Yeah, she's on Iowa. It's a Big Ten, good team,
Good
but
team. And so she put down
fucking
34.
Connecticut.
She put down 34, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, and the game winner from half court
to beat
the number 2 team in the
yeah,
nation.
huge man. It was sick.
That was sick.
She said, "I prepare for." That's what I do when I'm playing by myself. When I'm playing, that's what I prepare for. I prepare for beating teams like that on big games, on big shots. I was like,
Yeah.
"Fucking A, words to live by."
And it's getting so close. Ooh, we can't wait to set up the brackets somehow. We use this TV possibly.
Ooh, can we do that and get like each division?
We'll have to work on the zooming.
Yeah, we will. I'd like to be able to add it in. Boop, boop, open up a division and just boop, 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 boop. And
We're getting crazy now.
now we are. But we could probably do that if we built one.
Sure.
If we like built our own and like Google Doc'd and started to do it. then we could Google Doc it the fuck in. Man, season 2 is going to be crazy. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Stay
Right, still
fucking
brainstorming.
tuned. Still brainstorming. Now we're brainstorming. Now that we have technology, now we feel like we're unstoppable. So
Unstoppable, just like the Penguins.
just like the fuck.
Hell
I was gonna say maybe the New York Rangers, just because, ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Kane is now a
For the second week in a row, the Rangers make another great
huge
hockey
trade.
I don't like it.
And I'm just gonna say one thing. He said 2 weeks ago the team to keep an eye out for is the Rangers, and then what did he force a trade to that team? Is he like looking for that? Is he no? You know what it is? Is he the era has ended. The era has ended for the Blackhawks, okay? But not winning championships and contending for them. Because that's where he traded his ass to. That's how I feel. That's how I felt he did the whole thing. He's like, well,
It's kind of like
let me look around. That team, I want to go there.
It's kind of like the Brunson Hart thing. I believe Artis Panarin, I believe, is one of your forwards. I think he's a good buddy, a former Blackhawk teammate of Patrick Kane. So now Kane and Panarin are doing
putting
that.
a little fucking thing together, huh?
The boys are back in town for that.
I like that.
A little bit of a Chicago connection there.
Hey, listen, we picked him up, and as of since last week, we are now only 9 points instead of 12 points behind first in the division. So
everyone
the
but Boston is
Metropolitan
slipping.
Division. All right. So all I'm saying is that adding Kane, if next week rolls around on season 2, episode 2 of the FB and Goob show, and they're only down 5 points. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Patrick
I'm
Kane.
just pointing at you and letting you in. Pens are still in it, though.
Oh, man. I thought at the beginning of last week, I thought I was going to have to fold up my
Ripping up a
Penguins
second jersey and putting that in a bucket of misery.
Edmonton beat us by 5 or
What
something
would
like
you
that.
do after that? Would you just put on a Giants jersey and go spring league?
Oh, goddamn right.
Goddamn right he would. He
Pitchers and
fucking would.
catchers, baby.
Pitchers and catchers, man. Pitchers and catchers.
No, we got tons of sports.
Tons of sports. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, but I mean, we're right. The Penguins settled down. We got our goalie back, our starting goalie's back, so we've won 3 in a row. We released a couple guys that were making too much money, so there's actually a chance we make a move.
Not Malkin.
No, we have not traded Malkin yet.
I seen him score a goal a couple days ago on the thing. It's like, and then wide open, Malkin scores a goal. I was like, man, Malkin still plays on the Pens? That's fucking insane. That's probably pissing the Goob off.
It totally pisses off the Goob. But trying to trade his ass
So,
forever.
still got that guy.
He's
But he
still
scored a
quality.
goal, wide open goal.
Oh, no, he scores lots of goals.
Man, guy's quality.
He's good.
Quality.
He just dropped passes to the other team way too many times.
That's not quality.
Yeah, not quality. So,
not quality.
trade deadline Friday. Penguins have made some moves so we could make some moves.
So you've made moves to make moves.
Yeah, and everyone else in our division has. The Rangers made 2 big moves.
2 huge moves.
Jersey stole the Sharks' best forward.
I saw that. You said Sharks were giving up. You said Sharks were giving up. Yeah, Sharks gave up somebody. So
Yeah, Timo
you said
Meyer.
that. You said Timo Meyer. That you said the Sharks might be an area. They might be in the place where you might be able to get a shark.
Carlson's still out there. I don't know if the Sharks want to give up him too, but that'd be huge for anyone that stole Carlson.
Well, I mean, could the Pens grab him? And
We'd
do you have enough to?
if they took Petrie back, which they never would.
Oh, now you can't trade him a player back for another one of their players.
Yeah. Sharks would be looking for young talent. This guy's 35.
Yeah,
and makes
you
way
want
too
young.
much
Yeah,
money.
if you're rebuilding with a 42-year-old.
Yeah.
That's like,
So we'll see. Exciting couple weeks coming up.
you don't do that.
Yeah.
That's all right though. Hey, Bruins have only lost 8 games this year, so I don't know if it matters if anybody what any of us fucking do.
Right, best of 7.
And 99, best of 7, right? You better hope. Yeah, right. Like they've only lost 8 games this year. They got 99 points or some shit like
It's
that.
insane. And they added a couple guys at the trade deadline too. A couple ex-Capitals that have
They
won
did
cups.
not. They didn't. They still put a little effort into making the team better.
Yeah. Crazy.
And they've only lost 8 games, so we might be. That's why we're making all these trades and these moves, because it might be the only fucking way you can beat the Bruins is to make your team.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, you got to hope your goalie gets hot at this point.
Oh, you want to be the hot team. As we go in playoffs, if you're the hottest team going to the playoffs.
Hot goalie. Hot goalie matters more.
Hot goalie matters more. Okay, that's what we need. Hot goalies.
Oh man, Penguins have scored
So
shitloads
then,
of goals so many
then you
times.
need one of the 3 goalies from the one team, the Hurricanes.
We gotta
right?
go steal the Hurricane.
We
goalie.
got to go steal a Hurricane goalie still. You know what, Rangers? We still got work to do, boys and girls. Who's a Rangers goalie?
Oh, you guys is good.
Yeah,
Scherskoft.
Scherskoff. So we
Yeah,
we got
Scherskoff.
Scherskoff. We're fine. So we see that. We're gold. We just need Scherskoff to get hot.
Yeah.
I wonder what a hot Scherskoff looks like.
Oh, I mean, he's been good.
It's probably covered in cheese, bacon. Hot Scherskoff?
Oh, right. Sorry. That's at the local deli.
Yeah, it's a local delicacy in
Yeah.
Scherskoffian. Listen,
Caught me
hockey.
on that one.
Yeah, right. I didn't know either, but I had to go with
Was
it.
there French fries on it?
Yeah, was there
No.
French fries? Is it poutine? That's got gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good too.
Here's the gravy.
Here's the gravy, covered in cheese and bacon. MLB.
Yeah, let's
got
talk a
anything?
little baseball, man.
Man, I got nothing for you in baseball.
I
Dodgers suck.
kind of want to just tell you the rules. I don't know if you knew all the rules. 'Cause,
Oh.
you know, you got the kids.
Ball
and stuff.
pits added.
They did not add ball put.
Blitzer on third base.
No holograms.
No holograms, no
Ball
blitzer on
pits.
third base. Huh? Well, what did they do for us then?
They did make the bases bigger.
That's better.
Yeah.
That's right, because I couldn't see them.
No,
So-
so actually they did a few things that are going to help our birdie man from last year. Remember our stolen base
Stolen
king?
base guys, yeah.
Good old John Birdie?
Didn't even get close to Aaron Judge.
No, they ended up
Both
with
of them
41.
together didn't even get close to fucking Aaron Judge.
Exactly.
So,
this year I'm expecting more.
me too.
That's right. We got bigger bases.
bigger bases.
The pitchers can only throw over twice unless they throw it a third time, and then it's either a penalty or
Got him.
you got them.
Okay.
So that's tricky.
Because if you get him, you get him. So you wouldn't have to throw a fourth time.
Correct.
Correct.
No.
No.
So that's a tricky one. Apparently, all the games are like 23 minutes shorter already. So, like, downtime is less because the whole pitchers get 15 seconds. Batters have 8 seconds to get in the box. So they're speeding up the game, and that seems to be working.
That's a good idea.
I'm fine with that.
Me too.
And yeah,
Golf has time limits, so you can't just sit there and jerk around and aim and swing 1,000 times. You got to go.
exactly.
All right, go.
Yeah, the only other really rule that's important is the shift rule.
Right, you said that.
2 infielders on each side of second base, and they must be on the dirt. You can move your outfielder around. If you want to put 3 outfielders over here behind second base, that's fine.
Okay, just hits third base.
Could be some interesting shifts here eventually.
Could be a change in batting in baseball for younger kids. Might start to learn how to
Oh, please teach the kids how to hit to the opposite
ball
field.
to the opposite field. And then instead of this, because this is what coaches do. Because my kid's been there now. This is our 6th year, starts tomorrow, 6th or 7th season, because we've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
And I hear this a lot. All the time. If a left-handed batter comes up, you always hear, first baseman, get ready, because we are not ever gonna get there. So and then and the other guy, third baseman, be ready. So we are never gonna teach our kids to be able to hit the opposite fucking way. I try to teach Ben all the time. Ben, if you could hit that ball over there. Because they always think you're going to put it over here. You fuck up the whole system. Everybody be fucked up. You'd bat 486, and you wouldn't even get it to the grass half the time. You know what I mean? Everybody be confused. The third baseman would have no clue it was coming to him. He'd be like, because they always tell the first baseman, hey, it's coming to you. Or third, it's coming to you. Because they know that the kid can't swing and hit the ball in the opposite field.
No doubt.
So, yeah, right. Good for them changing shit up. I liked our changes a lot better. I thought the blitzer at third base, and he gets a free blitz at the pitcher. I think that shook things up. I really do. So
I feel like Scherzer, who likes the new time clock, he's like, yeah, I could throw it with 8 seconds or 1 second. I'm crazy. I feel like he would like the blitzer too. Like
that's
Scherzer
fine,
would be
but
the
that's-
only guy that likes all this
That's one
stuff.
pitcher out of the whole damn. Why? Right? He getting like, here he comes.
Scherzer-
Come on,
Scherzer's
fucker.
huge. Yeah, no,
He's a
Scherzer
big
would
guy,
just kill
man.
him.
Yeah, he would. There's a couple other big pitchers.
Yeah.
The answer, but like I said, remember, you get to draft that guy, and with the first pick of the MLB draft, the Oakland A's take defensive end
Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor, Florida State, with the first pick I mean, now the XFL doesn't even get those players. You know what I mean? Because now baseball is sucking these fuckers up. So go baseball. Well, you know what? Go baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Football is not done. Football will continue to move on.
But Gavin Lux of the Dodgers is for the whole year. Sorry, Dodgers.
What happened?
Gavin Lux is out for the year. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, that's fucking shitty.
Find a new backup infielder.
Oh, that's our second baseman. I mean, I liked him.
Well, now the rookie has to play shortstop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we are all right with that, right?
Well,
Didn't we feel good about that?
Oh, you're fine with it. That's a lot of depth you lost there.
Right, a lot of depth.
Back up at like 3 positions.
Right. And we didn't.
Or a starter.
And Turner went to who? And there's a lot of. We just let it.
Oh yeah, you replaced the
Turner,
number 10 Turner jersey with Placido Polanco.
Yeah, that's sad, right?
shit
The
like
number
that,
one,
like,
the number one shortstop.
Some kid's gonna walk.
And then
out
we
there
even
and go,
lost
Turner.
Justin Turner too, the third baseman. He lost him too.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, we're just retarded. I mean, listen.
And Joey Bart hit a home run. Joey Bart time again. Preseason is Joey
Bart time. Go Joey Bart. Hey, listen, it's preseason.
We signed like 9 catchers, so if the Giants actually let Joey Bart win the whole thing, that'd be surprising.
Yeah.
But he's hot. He's hot to start the spring.
That's how he goes. He's
Joey
always
Bart,
hot.
baby.
It's just when the rest of the season starts. But football.
Football, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a few things happen this week.
Yeah, a couple things.
No, we got some big things coming up.
Ooh.
We got big things coming up this weekend. If you still follow football through the whole year like we do, we got the combine this weekend.
I fucking love the combine.
We got combine this
Stats,
weekend.
baby.
Stats, speed, strength, agility.
Oh yeah.
How high can you jump?
Most of the quarterbacks are gonna throw. That's
Three
exciting.
out of 4 of the main guys. 3 out of 4 of the main guys. There'll be probably 20 quarterbacks there, right?
Oh yeah. Bryce Young's safe.
Bryce Young is
he's the only one not.
Bryce
throwing.
Young's the only one. He's going to do pro day. His day.
Maybe. If he feels like it.
Well, they say he doesn't want. This is what I heard. His size, he doesn't want to show up the combine. I don't think he's 5'10", 185 pounds.
I mean, yeah. Just go with my tape.
What's he gonna do at the combine? If Bryce Young goes to the combine and he got to stand next to the rest of the quarterbacks and they like jump, do agility, he's gonna be like, I'm out. What I heard about him though is the way he prepares is unbelievable. Like Saturday they play the game. Sunday he goes in for like training and like recovery, and he's already had the playbook from the other team and has already changed some of the plays, and they're like, dude, Sunday, man.
So, do you think he'll just nail the Wonderlick? Like, he'll just do the Wonderlick?
I think he'll crush the Wonderlick. I think he would crush the Wonderlick if he did the Wonderlick.
Right.
I think what he's gonna do is show people how he performs. You're gonna have to look at the tape on this kid, and you're gonna have to hope that his pro day is good because
he's like Kyler a little bit, but probably smarter.
I don't think there's as much gameplay.
Yeah.
And I mean like Fortnite and Call of Duty. And
right, he's studying playbooks.
He's studying playbooks more than the other guys ever thought about studying playbooks.
Yeah.
So, but quarterbacks, I think this is one of those years that you're going to draft 3-4 quarterbacks in the first round, and you probably could have taken them in the third round just out of the talent.
Yeah, everyone loves a hooker.
Yeah, right. I think Hooker's going to go third round and be the best quarterback taken out of the draft just because I think that Bryce Young, as we spoke about before, and I think C.J. Stroud, who is right next to him in this talk, both come from 2 teams that are overwhelmingly dominant in every other position on the field over most teams every week, other than the fact that maybe Georgia's defense was the best defense probably in the history of college football.
Well, you have to watch those games, right?
Yeah, and that's the games you have to watch, and that's where you saw Stroud played very well against Georgia, so that's the only saving grace for the fact that he doesn't like to move around. He likes to sit in the pocket. When you get to the pros, everybody is Georgia.
Yeah.
That's when
the windows were smaller, and
windows are
fit him
much
in,
smaller.
so that was nice.
He did in that Georgia game, and that's his saving grace.
I
but
think he's the best one coming out.
Stroud's probably the best one for the talent he had to play against and the system he was in. I think Stroud's probably the best one. I think he's got a little more attribute and a little higher ceiling than Bryce Young.
Right.
But
And then we go to the other high ceiling guys
right,
who could be the right-handed 6'4" Michael Vick.
he could. He
Yeah,
could.
Richardson
Could be fabulous. Out of Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he had any talents around him. So I think he threw to nothing. He had nothing to hand off to. I think he had to do it all on his own.
Yeah.
And I think he could be somebody that might be worth the third quarterback taken. Second, I don't
He
know.
reminds me of Caleb Williams a little bit, who decided to stay at USC.
USC.
Which he'll be the number 1 pick next year. Probably, unless he gets hurt.
I can't. I'm thinking right now. I don't know any other quarterback, honestly, better than Caleb Williams.
Penn State's big stud guy can't come out next year.
He can't come out next year. So I don't think it's not a, I don't think.
Carolina's guy is coming out next year.
Okay, so somebody's going to, 2 or 3 other quarterbacks will sneak their way out through the
Yeah,
year.
we got a good class next year.
Yeah, because
Better.
our next guy, he's not going to be available for 2 years.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So, no.
Nice.
Go for them. Tight ends could be 3 drafted in the fucking first round. Not often do we have 3 tight ends ever drafted in the first round. They say that Kincaid out of Utah, he had like 15 catches in like the first half against USC. You know what I mean? Like superstar. And they're saying better than Mayer. I don't know if all these guys are going to show up to the combine. But if they do, I'd be interested to see what Kincaid, Mayer, and whoever the third guy I think is out of
Georgia's tight end.
And not the kid that's not available, but apparently they got some superstar because the other kid, Brock Bowers. You gotta wait. You gotta wait for him for next year, and he'll just be number 1. As we're saying, Caleb Williams next year is number 1 coming out as quarterback.
Yeah.
The kid coming out of Georgia automatically number. He might go in the top 10 as quarter. He might go as a tight end. The kid out of Georgia next year might be top 10. He might be the next Kyle Pitts tight end wise. Drafted. I'm not saying the next Kyle Pitts tight end wise because Kyle Pitts is not very good right now. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's Mariota or Ritter or it's the Atlanta Falcons and Smith, and it's not really a good organization right now. But
talent-wise, he's there.
He's there. And this kid Bauer could be there too. So I'm excited to see the tight ends. I'm excited to see if the speed matches last year because the speed of last year, everybody would have to run 4.29s. Every player in the draft.
They'd have to put like hot coals underneath Indianapolis's like track field, so they'd be like, "Oh shit, hot."
They have to make it bouncier for everybody to be faster than last year. So I am interested to see if the speed is the same as last year because the speed this year in just what was produced in the NFL.
I got a guy who maybe could do some bouncy things. There's a Princeton wide receiver.
Yeah,
he reminds me of your kind of draft pick from the second round last year.
Watson,
right?
Chris
He's like
Watson.
6'2".
Okay.
Straight line speed. Yeah, he might run a 4.19.
4.19.
You know what I mean?
Smart as hell.
We'll see if we could. Yeah, he's probably pretty nerdy.
Probably can read a book.
Probably nerdy. And yeah, we're gonna see if he can catch some passes and stuff. And yeah, that's why I want to see the combine. Will this guy run a 4.1? Can he catch a football?
There's a couple of defensive linemen, a couple of tackles. They say could run 4.6. At we're talking 300-pound human beings. I think the kid out of Georgia, and somebody else 300 pounds, 4.6 40.
I love a good dancing bear, and we'll have reports on a few of them. I'm sure coming up here next week, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do actually.
Yeah, I can't wait for some of that stuff.
Me either. Aaron Rodgers out of the dark. Nobody has heard a word.
Is he actually out of the room?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if he's even out yet. I think they can McAfee has texted him 5 or 6 times. Gutekunst, not a word.
Man, I hope he's back in the room.
Man, I don't even think you know what? I think they opened the door and said, Aaron, I think it's time to come out. He said, close the door. I am not done yet. I'm going to figure this out. I'm talking to Buddha right now. Nice. Allah and
I love it.
The penguin from the Madagascar movie. They said, Aaron, it's time for you to come the fuck out. He said, not yet. Not yet.
Cap needs a plan.
No, man, this is it. I can't lose it. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what he has to say when he comes out. Like I said last week, when he came out, he wasn't going to say a word, and we'd know nothing. And here we are. We know nothing. XFL was quite a disappointment for me this week. Goob handed me my ass.
Yeah, San Antonio Bulls.
And the San Antonio Brahma.
The Brahmas.
destroyed my Orlando Guardians. And I am truly considering changing teams because it's early in the season, and I had no clue how fucking bad my team was. Like there was no preseason, there was no getting ready, I went off colors and the fact that Terrell Buckley was a Packer. And right the fuck now, I'm thinking, I watched them play. It was really bad. And we got Paxton Lynch. I like at least a quarterback I've actually heard of. And
Maybe we shouldn't have heard of him.
Sucked, right? Maybe we shouldn't have heard of him. We suck.
No, you guys.
So
lost.
I'm thinking Roughnecks. If you see me, I might. I don't know. I mean, like usually I stick. I'm still wearing a Knicks jersey.
It's tough. If you want to go offense, I'd go Battlehawks. Defense, I'd go Roughnecks.
I like Roughnecks. I'm a defensive guy, so I might switch. I don't know. I just came out of nowhere and said Guardians. That's a pretty color. I felt like, like if I had a girlfriend and she was picking a fantasy football pool, she'd go, I really like the name Dolphins, so that's how that's how I went there. And that's what I feel. But no, Guardians, I watched. That was a really, we couldn't stop the run one time.
Week 1 was way more exciting, I believe.
I believe week 1 of the XFL was way more exciting this week. This week was, I don't know, the matchups this week were kind of one-sided.
Yeah.
I felt, and it wasn't a very good week. That Guardians.
I don't want to mess with The Rock.
No, I don't want to mess with The Rock either.
His
I don't want.
went downhill week 2.
Week 2 product went down. There's 4 or 5 owners in that. They should all know their product did not look very good. First of all, it looks slow, and I really appreciate you showing me the instant replay and on all the penalties and bullshit. But now, after I seen it that whole game, you don't have to do it anymore. No. I don't need to see it. Go out there, get it done, pick the flag up. I don't want to watch Mike Rivera look at a penalty call any fucking more. Actually, after I saw it, I went, they could get rid of that. I was like, that was fun, but like the 4th or 5th time, I was like, what are we doing again? I'm looking at this guy looking at the computer screen. You know what? Just can you get more advertising and throw some commercials on right now? And I'll watch BK burgers. I don't fucking care anymore, or because I don't want to see this shit. So I don't know. Find more advertising. That was the only. I don't know. Yeah, this week wasn't as good, but I'm not giving up on it. I'm not giving up on finding a team. I just wish California would get a team.
Hines Ward never quits.
No, but
promise.
He got his first win this week, Hines Ward. Go Hines for his first win.
That's right.
Congratulations. Terrell, keep working on it, buddy.
Get faster.
I'm still up in the air on what I'm doing. Your offensive line sucks. Your defensive line sucks. I mean, one good defensive lineman. They had one good defensive lineman. He jumped offside a lot. So
he was good for the other team, actually.
Good for the other team. So I don't know. Not against XFL, and thank God NASCAR is back. Honestly, thank God NASCAR is back. And
they didn't get rained out this week?
Saturday's race got rained out. They kept trying to do it, and they just kept getting in the car and getting into line and just pulling right the fuck back off the track and covering the shit back up. I was like, you guys need to stop this shit. Just end it.
Right.
Sunday, the whole race. Made the whole race. And congratulations, Kyle Busch. And everybody in racing should watch out. The man got fucking busted with a gun. This man's not fucking around, all right? He's not playing around this year. Lost his team, lost his sponsorship, got picked up by RCR. This is the best part. Kyle Reddick got wrecked again. I got 3 points. I got wrecked again, like 34th place. Son of a bitch, I can't believe this. Here I got all this bullshit about this kid. I'm all excited, and he's been wrecked in the last 2 races in the first 2 races of the year.
Apparently no one likes him.
Apparently. But his car that he drove last year won the race with Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is driving the number 8 car. So, and you know what? When I think I picked Reddick as a driver, I really liked him in the 8 car driving. Right. And now he's in the 45 car. And I'm like, usually the 45 car is not a very good car. No. You know, like the numbers on the track, you're like, oh, there's 24 and there's 8. And there's 9 and there's who's 45? Your driver now. Fuck, that sucks. That's a shitty number.
Jordan's minor league baseball.
That's just minor league baseball. I got stuck with that shitty number. So yeah, Reddick. I'm kind of bummed out this last year. Listen, God damn it, let's get our shit together. Because if you keep getting wrecked in the first, you're not gonna. This will be over really soon here, and I'll be looking for a new driver because he won't be driving for a team any fucking more.
You could find my guy. He finished 13th.
13th, yeah. Boucher, man, looks. Yeah. But he drives well every year. For the last 5 or 6 years, he's been there. Good driver. Chase Elliott, once again, he was leading that race. He looks good. You know, and I listen. My problem with Chase Elliott is he's the one that took over Gordon's spot when Gordon retired, and I was like, no, just because he's driving the fucking DuPont, fucking, I ain't being a, do you know what I mean? And I'm all against.
Went a
him.
little West Virginia.
I did. I got West Virginia, and you know, my dad was an Elliott fan, a Bill Elliott fan, so you would be like, oh well, yeah, my dad was a Bill Elliott fan. I could be a Chase Elliott fan, But no, I didn't do it. I became a Tyler Reddick fan. And Tyler, please get your shit together because you're embarrassing my racing tradition here. Because I went from my dad being a Bill Elliott fan to being a Jeff Gordon fan. God damn it, Tyler. I came out of retirement to vote for you. Get it together, hashtag. I came out of retirement, bro, to vote for you. And I should just put my Jeff Gordon jersey back on and live in my fucking past. So that's for me on NASCAR. Go happy it's back since XFL is it's not very long, right? What is it? 10 weeks? Do they have a Super Bowl for that? They should.
Yep. They got semifinals and finals.
Nice.
Which is half the league.
Go Guardians. I hope it's got to be half the league. That's like my son's baseball thing. Everybody goes to the playoffs.
That's what every sport's coming to. They're just putting half the teams in it.
Yeah, right. That's what you should do.
What they don't do, or where they don't do that, is soccer.
No.
And like good news, I've got some awesome news for USA under 17. They qualified for the under 17 World Cup.
Nice.
Which I don't know if you know about this, but we haven't been qualifying for World Cups lately. So that's good news.
That's very good.
And we made it to the finals in the CONCACAF. And we lost to Mexico 1-0.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad. We still need strikers. So if you guys are breeding strikers, breed them faster.
Very fast.
Yeah. And
I hope they're coming up, actually.
And then also a fun thing. I know we were talking about Leeds and all our American boys.
Leeds and all our American boys over there in Europe.
Right. So Leeds had a big win.
Well, they should be.
They pushed out of the relegation zone.
Nice.
So they could still stay in the Premier League if it ends right now.
Okay.
And I also wanted to talk about Fulham because this is the team that was once called Full America.
Full America, nice. Okay.
Because they had 3 starters at the same time. And so Leeds and Fulham played today in the FA Cup to go to the quarterfinals. So, you know, last 8 Premier League. That's kind of a big deal. And Americans just all over the field. Adams and McKinney for Leeds. And then we had Robinson and Ream. And that's where I wanted to stop. Like, Robinson and Ream, they are leading, like, the best defense in the Premier League. They've 4 out of the last 5 games, clean sheets. I'm not sure if Tim Ream's going to be young enough to be in our next World Cup. He'll be 38. But Anthony Robinson will be. And I don't know.
38 is a little.
38's a lot, but this is his best year of his life. Tim Ream has never been better than he's been at 35.
38 or 35. No, best year of his life.
This
35
is the best year
now.
of his life ever.
Best year of his life ever.
Like, he's actually.
But the wisdom accounts for a lot of that.
Yeah, maybe.
He just knows where to be now.
So that's kind of fun stuff there. Pulisic still not playing.
He's
Pepe.
second
Pepe,
fiddle.
Dan's favorite. Pepe scores another goal.
Nice, Pepe.
Yeah, he's playing in the Belgium league, so Pepe's scoring. That's good. We need a striker. Maybe Pepe's our guy.
There you go. We need a striker.
Yeah, that's.
We've asked you to produce them or raise them or farm them, but if not, we got Pepe.
Yeah,
so we're not worried.
We're going for Pepe. Yeah,
nice.
Exactly.
Nice. Listen, soccer done.
Soccer's done.
You're mad at golf?
MLS not playing, not talking about it anyway.
Not talking about it, and you're mad at golf.
And I'm mad at golf. Yeah, no.
Let them know why you're mad at golf. I want everybody to know you're mad at golf.
Well, Tour 54, you know, everyone was going to be so pissed off at Tour 54 last year.
We're all angry.
PJs, we're not going to let you guys do anything.
You guys suck. They won't even shake each other's hands anymore at the golf courses today.
No one cares anymore.
No one. They're all in the majors.
Yeah, every major has now accepted
Yeah.
Tour 54 players from Saudi Arabia and all those rich bitches.
Yeah. It's going to be out of business anyways. They're losing money on that thing left and right.
They are, but, I mean, what's $1 billion out of 86 trillion?
Bad business is bad business.
I
would
guess,
hope. I would
right?
hope in the end. Bad business is bad business.
Someone's grand.
5 years from now, if they've only lost billions of dollars every year, eventually you might want to give up your own golf tournament that you just.
Like I said, they just wanted those famous guys to play golf in Saudi Arabia.
That's it. And those people are almost too old to care anymore.
Yeah.
So
Watch it for a couple years.
Yeah, and they'll be done.
We're done.
Yeah. Well, did you learn anything?
Bring the cricket guys back.
Hell yeah. That's a sport that lasts
That's right.
hours.
That's right.
fucking shitty sport.
Fancy. That's
36 hours later, the bottom of the third. What the fuck?
Third what? No, we don't know.
We don't even know. We've just been here for 3 fucking days.
We need
We don't even care anymore.
6 more outs.
We got yep. We haven't even got one out yet. This is incredible. So, no. Well,
Fun times.
well, fuck you guys for building up our live hate. No, we don't care anymore. Go live.
54, boo.
Forfeit boo 54. Or not boo 54 or boo 54. Who cares anymore? Let's go majors.
Yeah, the rich people don't. So.
Yeah. So
Why should we?
We don't anymore. So fuck them. You know what we do care about? We care about our fans. And we do. Our number one fan that we truly care about. Well, it's all of them. We love all of you. Joe. Tiger is going for a bat flip cycle. Grandson. Grandpa. And grandma.
Oh, the tiger from last week's.
The tiger from last week. So I had to think about it for a second, too. I was like, what the fuck? Bat flip tiger. I went to Tiger Woods right away because you can't say tiger to me.
He's already won all the
It
majors.
was like, he's already got all the majors. It wasn't in the same year, but he did it all like in the fucking, whatever they call that year-to-year thing. So.
Yeah, I called for an update on the tiger. He never got the.
Never got anybody else?
Never got the 4th.
Never got a 4th. Never got like an ante. Didn't die like 2 days later out of sadness.
They shipped him off to shark territory somewhere.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Okay, well, listen, Joe, we agree. Almost got the cycle.
Almost the cycle.
Short of this. One short of the cycle. Sucks. El Tiburon. If and when the Cards trade D-Hop, all their wide receivers and quarterbacks will be under 6 feet tall. And if they trade D-Hop away, I believe he's right.
That can't be true, is it?
The tight ends have to be above 6 feet tall. Because if the tight ends are not above, but wide receivers and quarterbacks, what's Colt? It's Colt McCoy, right?
Yeah.
How tall is he?
Oh, yeah.
5'10"? 5'11"?
I'll give him 5'11" and 3/4.
Okay, so 5'11" and 3/4. So, yeah, they're under 6 feet tall.
Then they have
More.
Hollywood and more.
Yeah, Hollywood Brown. He can't be any taller than 5'10".
Tiny.
Yeah, tiny. Dan.
Couldn't
Earl
even name
Tiburon,
too
good-
many more of them.
Good call.
Yeah, interesting stat.
Interesting stat. I believe you might be correct in the fact if they trade away
Thank
D-Hop.
you, Spanish shark.
If yes, and I believe that they're not going to have a choice but to take a tall wide receiver in the draft.
They might have to.
They might have no choice. And then my favorite comment of the week, and yes, thank you, Jeff Ammerman. Congratulations on 1 year. Thanks.
All the way from his new house in Colorado.
Yes, thank you, Jeff. We appreciate it. Looking forward to y'all's show every week. Keep it up, fellas.
Hell yeah.
And which was really funny is that after I read it, I thought to myself, I am going to force Bill to apologize to Jeff for such wonderful words because that's what a fan does. And then I read the hashtags, and yes, hashtag Good Time Tavern was awesome, and yes, but hashtag fuck the bird. I said, Bill, it's all on you. So Bill said, thanks, boss. I appreciate it.
Fuck you, Jeff. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit, and fuck you.
Jeff, sorry.
Wow.
But
Out of nowhere. That bird is annoying.
But once again, thanks a lot, Jeff. We appreciate it. Hey, season 2, episode 1, technology, new room, little different look, adding more every day. We got you. That's it. That's it on my shout-outs.
All right.
That's it on my fan shout-outs. I have one shout-out for one person.
Yeah, honestly, not a lot of people impressed me this week, so just a couple little minor ones.
Yeah, Connor McDavid. 50 goals for the first time in his career. Probably not the last.
Oh, joining a list of greats.
Probably going to get it every year for the next 10 years in a row.
Yeah, if the rules don't change, I don't see him.
He's a stud.
Yeah, we got lots of games left. He's going to put up a lot of goals.
Yeah, he's really good.
Last shout out, Terry Holland, former Virginia basketball coach. Kind of did things the right way, old school guy. UVA from like 74 to 90.
Nice.
So that's right when I was paying attention to stuff.
Yeah.
Rick Carlisle and James Larinaga, a couple of his disciples that went on to do great
Carlisle,
things.
that's a good disciple right there.
Yeah, Larinaga was hot for Miami a couple years ago.
Nice.
And Terry Holland liked to fish.
That's awesome. You know what? On that note, I'm FB.
I'm the Goob.
Peace. Man, he loved to fish. I hate fishing.